Now, another interesting event that happened at Hudaibiyyah is one that has to do with astrology and believing in the stars. Zayd ibn Khalid, one of the companions of the Prophet, he says that the year of the Hudaibiyyah, we went with the Prophet on this expedition, and on one of those nights, it rained. The next morning, the Prophet ﷺ, he led us in the morning prayer. And then he looked at us and he told us, أَتَدْرُونَ مَاذَا قَالَ رَبُّكُمْ? Do you know what your Lord has said? We said, Allahu wa Rasuluhu a'lam. Allah knows best. You know best. Tell us. The Prophet told us that Allah says, some of my creation, the people, are believers and some of them are kuffar. They're non-believers. The one who says the rain came down, بِرَحْمَةِ اللَّهِ وَبِفَضْلِ اللَّهِ, the rain came down because of the blessings of Allah and the mercy of Allah, that is a believer. And the one who says the rain has come because of X star or that star or this moon or this phase of the moon, this person has disbelieved. So the Prophet here makes it very clear that Allah is in control. When you see the rain coming down, don't attribute it to astrology, to the stars, like the stars have this independent power and they can control your fate. That is disbelief. And in fact, that night when it rained, Abdullah, the leader of the munafiqs, he says, the rain came down because of that star, or because the moon went into this position. He doesn't believe in God really, so he attributes it to the stars. And this was, unfortunately, a belief that the Arabs had. They believed that the position of the moon and some stars determined rain and wind in this life. And they believed that every 13 days, a new phase would begin. So you have about 28 phases during the year. The Quran rejected this. Allah is the one who sends down the rain. What do you mean the stars sending down the rain? There's no such thing. Allah states, يُرْسِلِ السَّمَاءَ عَلَيْكُمْ مِدْرَارًا. Allah is the one who brings down the rain. In another verse, Allah states, وَهُوَ الَّذِي يُنَزِّلُ الْغَيْثِ مِنْ بَعْدِ مَا قَنَطُوا. After you lose hope and you have a severe drought, Allah is the one who brings down the rain. In a third verse, Allah states, وَهُوَ الَّذِي يُرْسِلُ الرِّيَاحَ بُشْرًا بَيْنَ يَدَيْ رَحْمَتِهِ. Allah is the one who sends the winds that bring you moisture and wind, not these stars. So the Prophet had to address this misconception, because there were people amongst his companions who still had the Jahili mentality, that the stars, they control our fate, and the phase of the moon or the phases of the stars, they determine whether we'll get wind, we'll get rain, or whatever the weather that's going to impact us. The Prophet rejected that. Allah's in control. Allah has a system. And he made a distinction between the mu'min and the non-believers. And today, we recently had a discussion last Friday night about astrology. In our modern times, there are a lot of people who believe in astrology, horoscopes, zodiac signs, to the point where they believe that these stars actually control your fate. They determine what type of personality you have, and so on and so forth. There is no basis to that. The stars do not control your fate. The stars have some impact on earth. Only Allah knows what exactly that impact is. However, that's part of the system that He's created, but He's in charge. No star determines your fate. Allah has willed something for you and you have free will. You determine it with the tawfiq of Allah, not a star. So the Prophet makes this very clear during the expedition of Hudaybiyah.